And I welcome you today to CSC Talk Radio. It is my honor, my privilege, and my pleasure and my mission to be here with you today. Before we get on with the news and my commentary, I wanted to bring to you, if you haven't heard already, that Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, passed away just a little bit ago at age 76. Her recordings of the classics were, well, one I remember is Respect and Chain of Fools, made her the first female artist to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and she died today of advanced pancreatic cancer. And our prayers and our thoughts go with her family and her friends and those that are around her, and her music will live on. Yeah, some of it was really great, some of it I wasn't that fond of, but she was a great performer. She put on a great show. Well, let's get on with the commentary today. Not until I went into the churches of America and heard her pulpits aflame with righteousness did I understand the secret of her genius and power. America is great because she is good. And if America ever ceases to be good, America will cease to be great. Alexis de Tocqueville. Is this statement filled with any truth? According to New York Governor Cuomo, hey, we were never all that great. But don't just stop with that part of his statement. He also said, we're not going to make America great. Let me give you his full quote. We're not going to make America great again. It was never that great. We have not reached greatness. We will reach greatness when every American is fully engaged. We will reach greatness when discrimination and stereotyping against women. 51% of our population is gone, and every woman's full potential is realized and unleashed, and every woman is making her full contribution. Anybody wonder which vote he was going after that day? Hey, we're not going to make America great. It was never that great anyway. Really. The hypocrisy of these politicians is completely beyond measure. President Donald Trump tweeted out, we're not going to make America great again. It was never that great. Can you believe this is the governor of the highest taxed state in the U.S., Andrew Cuomo, having a total meltdown? That was the tweet from the president this morning. The left, not just the Dems, absolutely hate this nation. I am convinced of it. Hillary, she gives an 11-year-old a pat on the back for refusing to stand for the national anthem. Do you think that 11-year-old had a clue what she was doing? Tell me again, who is it that's dividing this nation? Who is it that's promoting hate? While President Donald Trump is quick to react and reacts tough and with name-calling, which, I don't particularly like, but I don't always disagree with the labels. That said, I do not believe the president is the one dividing this nation. He has invited many of the Democrats into and left, other people. He's brought them in to talk. And there are some who absolutely refuse to speak to him over policies they claim are important. Do you ever wonder why they hate him so? What is it that the left like? They hate the national anthem and encourage unwarranted displays of protest. Is it a right? I guess so. But all places of business have codes and things we don't like, meetings we have to attend. And if you don't like them and they go against your belief, your faith, you quit and you show your integrity. But the NFL display their hate for cops and this nation's military and the current president, while still collecting a really nice paycheck because they protest oppression. So they hate American children but love the illegal immigrants. They hate the national anthem. They hate tax cuts. They hate white males and white married females. Who's racist? They love the women who they can beat up, drag, and convince they have been oppressed. They hate masculinity because, it's all about violence with them. They hate the family institution, and they hate the true believers in Creator God and Savior Jesus Christ. They hate the 10 Commandments, and they ignore and hate the rule of law. These people haven't got a clue about you, and they don't care to. This nation is the land of the lost. We have no clue where we are. Everything appears to be upside down and wrong. We know not where we came from, or we hate it anyway. We don't know where we're going. Perhaps we should all stop and look down. Remember, when you're standing on the edge of a cliff, and I believe that's where we are, one step forward is not progress. So stop, look at where you are, turn around and look up. And I think that's probably the answer. I also wrote down here in the last minute that all politicians, if you remember, they all, including Governor Cuomo, including Bernie Sanders, including all these who are pushing socialism, these politicians take an oath to the U.S. Constitution, and that, my friends, is hypocrisy and a lie when they campaign for the opposite, which is socialism. I wrote a poem, if you'll remember, back in the day. I've got several things that I want to share with you today just because I want to try and make some sense out of the nonsense. You know, one of my listeners in, I believe, I can't remember which state, West Virginia. She's in West Virginia. I haven't heard from her in a long, long time. She used to tell me that that's a ridiculous comment because you can't make sense out of nonsense. I said, well, I think that's the point. But back when we had the State of the Union address, if you remember, the Democrats, they were sour grapes, prune faces, there were even Plastic Pelosi. You can see, I know, I do the name calling too. I guess I shouldn't do that. But I wrote this little poem, The Democrats' Band Not to Stand. And I thought about this yesterday when Cuomo said, America's never been great, never been all that great. We're not going to make America great again. That tells you right there where he stands. I will not stand for their Uncle Sam. I will not stand and clap my hands. I will not stand for their anthem sung. I will not honor the elected son. I take a knee for democracy. I curse the republic, can't you see? I only stand for a social society. Emotions and money motivate me. Citizens be danged. We Democrats don't care. We will sit and frown. We will sit and stare. The citizens here are bigots all. The illegal immigrants bid our call. We stand for visa lottery. We will cheer for chain migration, for more taxes and stricter regulations. The president's wife has too many shoes, so for the citizens we will boo. It's a liberal logic thing, you see. It doesn't make sense. Just follow me. The dreamers are perfect in every way. They vote for Democrats in the USA. The citizens will pay for their bigoted ways. We'll legislate more taxes and give their money away. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Plastic Pelosi has seen but not heard. Democrats sang a silent negative song. Their faces did scorn, their faces were long. They did not clap, they did not stand like spoiled brats who need a swift hand. A hand from the voters they shall have, for the voting booth will tell the tale of the night the Democrats sat stale. For it is said, the Democrats' band not to stand. Silently they sang their obstruction and hate on January 30th, 2000 plus 10, and then plus 8. You're listening to CSC Talk Radio, and we will be right back.